All right, you kids at home, I'm making a little simple video here. This is the formula for what we call specific heat. And all this stuff is in the video lecture that I sent you, and I also posted notes from this chapter. But I thought I'd just show you how to do this worksheet today. Specific heat. The gist of specific heat is like, let's say you have a little chunk of aluminum and another little chunk of, say, copper. And even if they weigh the exact same amount, one of them will hold more energy than the other one. And that's basically what specific heat is. If you look on the bottom of page 1 of your chemistry tables, you'll see that aluminum has a specific heat of, I'm doing this off the top of my head, I think 0.897. And 0.897 is the specific heat. And that means it takes 0.897 joules of energy to heat up a gram of this by 1 degree Celsius. And copper's is really low. I think I'm making this up. I think it's 0.385 or something. I'm doing this from memory. So it means if you're trying to heat up copper, it only takes 0.385 joules of energy to heat it up. Now, since it takes more energy to heat the aluminum up, it holds more energy. So let's say you had each of these at like 100 degrees Celsius, all right? And you got like a cup of water here. Well, if you put the aluminum in there, since it has a higher specific heat, it'll warm the water up more than if you put the copper in there, even though they both weigh the same. So you'll be asked to do some problems. This Q is how many joules of energy it takes. M is the mass. C is the specific heat. This is the number that you look up on the chart. And delta T means the change in temperature. So I'm just going to work one problem. Let's say we had 20 grams of aluminum. So the specific heat for aluminum is 0.897. And let's say we wanted to heat it up by 30 degrees Celsius. 30 degrees Celsius. So here's our three numbers. There's M times C times T. How many joules of energy would that take? Okay, then you would just say literally 20 times 0.897 times 30. So it would take 538 joules of energy to heat up 20 grams of aluminum by 30 degrees Celsius to make it 30 degrees hotter. And that's what specific heat is, and that's how it works. Now, you should be able to do that entire worksheet off of just this example. And if this isn't enough, you can Google something, but don't forget it's in my notes. Also, bye.